us back to our regularly scheduled suffering. But it looks like I can't actually get to whatever it is from here. I was hoping there'd be a side path, but fun detected, I guess. They're gonna make me go all the way around, aren't they? Or worse, I'm gonna get down to the water and then go up that way. So let's see if I can get to it from here. Oh, there's something. Just enough to level up, so might as well. What is that item? Whatever, man. So where am I actually? High Road Cross, okay. I knew there was one of the things there, but I didn't realize it was exactly at this spot. Alright, so north. There's the map, or one of them. Yeah, I think somewhere over here is one of the Scadutree things, but I don't know, it's all very ambiguous. But yesterday, when I turned my stream off, I went looking for Scadutree fragments, and accidentally found a boss over here. So I guess if and when I beat the stupid boss at Shadowkeep, I then get to do that. So, no time like the present, I guess. I do also need to find the thing I'm looking for at Shadowkeep, so maybe I should just do that first, if it's going to give me a little bit of a boost. Because I need to be at the specimen storage area of Shadowkeep, and I never found that, so I don't exactly know where it is. It could be up, because, I mean, earlier when we lowered the water here, I went down because part of me assumed that the storage would be in the bottom of this place. But that just seemed to bring me to that fucking tree. That's what takes us to the tree. So one elevator. It's a crab. Slam. Getting my ass beat by a crab. How embarrassing. Granted, I'm not using the weapon I normally use. I'm just too lazy to swap back to the death poker. So wait, there's no point in being in here? A ruin. Yeah, it's a difference of 200 attack power going from the one weapon to this. But most of this power comes from Ghost Flame Ignition, so I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's not unsurprising. Man, I wish every enemy in this game didn't, like, constantly wiggle off camera like this when it's a gargantuan creature. Would be very nice. Okay. Like, what if we gave them an ulcerated tree spirit, but put it in an area where it's in a constant state of being both invisible and making it impossible to actually avoid? The players will love it. Like, it's very hard to not be spiteful about the game and its player base when it's just like everything I encounter, everything I die to in the DLC so far is just ridiculously stupid shit. all that, and it's like, here's a level 4 smithing stone that you could just buy. That's easily farmable or purchasable. Like, thank you, game. It means a lot. Like, I could see maybe, like, the somber smithing stones in the event that, like, oh, well, in case you missed a level 6 or whatever. Whatever. In case you missed level 6 or whatever, here's one to help you get your new build started. But even then, it's like, you could just buy them. You can get the bell bearing and just purchase them. So it's like, I don't see the point in putting like the low tier items here, because it's like, they could have put anything there. They could have put crafting reagents with the new shit. Like, it's just bizarre to me. So where does this take us? And before, just back up to the top. This might be that shortcut we found when we... Oh, shit. Use that. Yeah, this was the beginning, which means... re-explore. Okay. Remember what I said about me just dying to stupid shit in this game? It's happening again. I mean, maybe I misremembered and had to ascend on a different one of those platforms, but like, why would it matter? I found a key, but I don't remember. I don't actually know where it goes. perfect timing as always. I don't feel like going all the way back here, so we can come back to that maybe if I feel like it. So I think this is where I needed to go, or well, I didn't go. Can't wait to find out that, like, right up top here is going to be a site of grace. So if I just didn't second guess myself, we would have at least had the site of grace to return straight here. And here's the storehouse. Site of grace. So I'll go down, get that item before I forget about it entirely, and then we'll explore here. Oh, well then, that works for me. Alright. Just want to verify where I'm looking. Oh god, I have to explore the whole place, basically. Ugh. Okay. This game loves snake eater ladders. Seems like most of these guys genuinely don't care about me being here. But just in case. Before I jump down there, what's through here? Jumping ahead. Hole ahead. Wow. Very useful. What? Oh, the loft. I see. I heard it, but I didn't want to like panic and start swinging this close to an edge. Speaking of, I still have to kill the tree, but this is a detour, so I can get that talisman that I wanted to get, and accidentally bumbled my way to the Scadutree avatar. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference, but hey, it's better than nothing. One of these gears had an item on it, but it might be further down. In fact, it might actually be this one, and I just can't see it from the angle. is it always wrath? Back up. Unless we were actually supposed to do that. I have a suspicion I was actually supposed to jump down there and that wasn't just a secret for the item. Oh, of course he survived. Why would he not plummet to his fucking death? Yeah, that guy fell like 2 stories and is perfectly fine. I guess this is taking me all the way back down to the temple, the church section. Technically not, but I don't really know where the hell I am. The back gate, I say. So is the game trying to tell me I could have entered through this way the whole time? Oh, let's retrace our steps, I guess. I have a suspicion that this leads me to a boss. Because this seems like a very specific area. Like as a dead end, it feels very specific. And I already have one boss I have to get revenge on. I do wonder if there's a point to jumping to that snake. Because there are notes on it, which makes me suggest that it's possible to jump to the snake. but it doesn't look like I could jump to that. It just looks like a coincidence that there's a note over there. Probably done on purpose. I never took this elevator. Is that a... From a distance, it kind of looked like a red phantom. Let's see what's over here. Literally nothing, I see. Just getting more scuffed by the second. So it said to jump over there, but I don't know if that's a bait message or not. So I mean, the fact that there's bats there make me think that there is a point to this, but with the bat actually blocking the path without using a ranged attack to get it, I don't see how they could jump over that way. But I also don't really see any other safe paths I can take. Because I jumped from there to there, which brought me up here. There does not appear to be anything else down there of value unless I want to jump down to that, but that just seems like a dead end. That seems like where I came from with the elevator. So perhaps I'm supposed to just do that, but on this side? Oh, just back here. Fuck me. I can try platforming down that way, but it's unlikely that I won't just fall to my death. I mean, from that gear, I could maybe survive the jump over there, but it doesn't seem possible. Which is baffling to me because I've yet to find this talisman, and I kind of at a loss to where it could be at this point. I mean, I could do this.
Let me see. Fickle, fidgety little letters. I should wipe you clean off the page.
7th floor. Okay, well, I'm getting closer.
Now, Freya. Don't let it rile you up. Take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, I'm afraid I'm busy. Curse upon my lack of foresight. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge. I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I'm afraid I truly.
Okay. Useful NPCs.
By my lord. Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
lever that moves the statues, and then go to the third floor and find the head of the statue to pull the item from its beard. So before I go on that and probably fall to my death, let's look around.
Oh my lord. Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Classic. Whiff into death. I mean, if I got the critical hit like I wanted to, then that wouldn't have been an issue, but when do I ever get what I want? It's never ending. The misery this game has me endure. Especially because if I just like ignore those guys, then I have to deal with them throwing magic at me the whole time. I'm not sure if I grabbed those runes either, so that could have been gone forever. Like, I saw him casting a spell, so I'm like, okay, I have a chance to back away and heal, and then he just runs at me. Like, so that we're just lying at this point. Well, now those souls are definitely gone. For a all that for a calculus. Like, alright. What the hell even is that?
By my lord. Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Key item either. It's a crafting material. That's even weirder. quite sure why I was just randomly ambushed either by those guys, but whatever. What is the point of poise exactly? Like if without fail, like the game basically guarantees I'm gonna get interrupted if I try doing anything. Somehow both of those missed. Is there anything I can navigate to here? Could jump down to that, but I don't know if I necessarily want to. There's a path up here, at least what looked like one, so I should check that out first, I think. This might just be the long way to that same area anyway. I could jump to that. And that might lead me around to where that would have been anyway. Assuming I'm understanding this correctly. Floor, this is technically on the right track. So I guess I should rest and get my charges. Now, like, looking at my damage negation, I should not be taking anywhere near as much damage as I am. Maybe I can't jump to this. It looked like I could. Oh well. Still, I can just come back this way. Just ignore the goober here. Prick. I just want to remind myself, was I able to? Yes. I should be able to jump to this. And immediately get accosted by dwarves. What happened to the... What happened to ghost flame ignition? The projectile just got sent into the Shadow Realm. I mean, I'm in the Shadow Realm, but kind of just dissipated out of reality. Alright, what's over this way? There's something there, but looks like a one-way trip. Wait. Didn't see this. A shield. Yeah, I would have liked to be able to use a shield, but my build just doesn't really permit that. I didn't realize I had no stamina. When I hit the button and didn't attack, my eyes shot to the stamina bar and I was just filled with dread. pretty sure that's where I want to go, so can I actually make this? Not like I have many souls to lose, so... Oof. Oh hey, exactly what I was looking for. Literally the exact thing I wanted. Yeah, it's not that big of a boost, but I'm sure there are some diminishing returns even with the Scadutree blessing. Killed the guy. Like, you're dying for that, my dude. Yeah, it's like if you ignore them, then just like they'll randomly trigger and know exactly where you are to hunt you down. That's the impression that I'm getting from these guys that are just standing around. dude's still shooting shit at me from all that distance. I know there's an item up on that thing. I didn't want to just leave it to it. Hi there. Didn't see you. It's a little odd for there to be a site of grace so close to all these enemies, but I'm sure it's just there are a whole bunch of different entrances. I happen to just pick weirdly. Interesting. God, I love platforming in Souls games. What is over here? Just going into the depths of hell, I guess. Like, there is such a thing as too open of a world. Like, when it just becomes, like, obnoxious to navigate, it might be time to reevaluate your open world game. Because this one area has like 8 sites of grace. Like, I think we could tone it down a little bit. I have a suspicion this is taking me to some place where I don't want to be. But maybe I'm wrong. Okay, same dude putting the same message. Surely it's not. Oh, it is actually a path. Surprised. Given how red things suddenly are, I'm a little worried about where this is taking me. Let's climb in the coffin, I guess. Where am I getting warped to? Can't even access the map. Well, this did give me a path down there at least, so that's nice. So this could lead me to a boss fight, given this is a seemingly isolated but wide open area. And this is where the Scadutree avatar is, so I should probably do that first. Because God knows I'm probably racking up a lot more fucking deaths in the meantime. Yeah, I now have over 1,000 attack power with this weapon. Time for revenge. Also unfortunate that that was what it decided to do, of all attacks. not really cooperating, but yeah, I misinterpreted what that attack was going to be. But my damage is noticeably better, but it just wasn't cooperating that fight. It was doing like everything I didn't want it to do, which I guess is par for the course, but oh well. Early. Early. Unlucky. I have to assume that did just enough damage to kill it, so I'm not gonna get the health. Nice. And I got hit by that too. It is funny though, how the game works. Because it's like a scenario like this where the boss is in a constant state of either running away or just doing obnoxious attacks that require my full concentration to dodge. How that missed. This might also kill it. It looks like the exact same health value. Yeah. How annoying. I think if that one attack didn't whiff, it might have actually staggered sooner. Yep. Like, we'll run away and then use an attack that brings me to you. Have to hit at least. There's nothing more aggravating than dodging the attack but still getting hit. Like that. Wait. I mean, I got punished for waiting, but it did dodge an attack that it had no right to. For curiosity's sake. Fuck. 56% on that one. Oh god. Oh, okay. Got stuck on that, so now I gotta chase him. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, it can do it 3 times, I guess. Like, oh. Learning new shit about this in the final act. Okay, it can explode up to 3 times. So that doesn't actually give me that much damage negation, that flask. Probably would have knocked it down if it didn't do that. Yep, push into attacks. That's one more flask than I'm happy to use for the first phase, but... Fuck, wait. Missed my chance to hit it because of that. we'll do an attack that I can actually punish eventually. Thank you. But unfortunately, it fell in a way that I couldn't actually do anything about that. At least I'm getting some damage in. It's like the game knows that it's in a spot that makes that hard to dodge. Because at no point was it like, well, I'm gonna dash, like do that three-way dash attack. It was just like, no, I'm perfectly content staying in a corner just because I can spam that Nova fucking 50 times. Yep, dash away, then I get to him and he fucking dashes away again. Like, it's so fucking cringe. It's such a garbage fucking fight. Dashes away, throws shit at me, dashes away as soon as I get back. Like, yeah, okay, man. It's so garbage. It's like, the people that made this should lose their jobs. It's how fucking terrible this is. Like, it's using that attack when there's literally nowhere it can actually go to. That stupid, like, backdash. Unfortunately... Oh, well, never mind. I didn't think the game was gonna vacuum me into that. But it seemed to work out because I thought that critical hit was going to kill it. Alright. Not the best phase 3 start, but... got hit by both parts. So no damage for me. There's gotta be something about this. Yeah, like the wiki is literally just like just roll to the side. Like, okay, it shoots out a beam, shoots out like 100 lasers, but yeah, just roll. Like, I do. I mean, like I can dodge roll it. It's not like that's an impossible task for me, but yeah, that misses. I don't know if this is enough health to survive a critical hit. And it's not. Why would it be? Wait, it is! Like 1 point of health. Well, not perfect phase 1, but that's on me. I do think the two-hand Nova it does, I need to roll towards one of the hands it has. God, that's so cringe. Like this, it leaves a spot for me to get to. But the one that's both of its hands, I think... Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I think I timed that wrong, but... I also need to stop talking while I'm doing this. done that fucking 30 times. But it hasn't done the laser once yet. This is a mistake. And now it does the laser. Like, walks up to me to do the fucking dash away. It's so fucking unreal. It is so unreal how stupid this fucking game is. We had an okay start and it just went to complete shit. Because it's like, genuinely, what is the play when it dashes away, throws shit at me, then dashes away again? If I could at least ride Torrent, I could gap close faster. Nice. Nice. Then I get stuck on it, so I can't punish the fucking thing. Undetected. It is insane, man, how some of these attacks that should hit just don't. The phase would be over if we didn't whiff some of the freest hits you've ever seen. Like, I can't wait to actually get to the other bosses and then find out that, like, while they might be mechanically difficult, they're actually fair, and not just some fucking cringe shit like that. That was too early. Oh, right. Yep. Attacks that I dodge perfectly 1,000 times just decide, hey, this time it hits. Because the game is just like, no, we'll push you into the attack so the hitbox fucking moves with you. Like, it's genuinely the worst fight I've experienced in a Souls game in a very long time. fun allowed for me. I think it might be less annoying if it wasn't scripted to do the same obnoxious attacks at the start of each phase. Because this, it's not a hard attack to dodge. It's just like, okay, well there goes 20 seconds just sitting there looking at him. And I'd love to be able to see what I'm doing. And it does the dash away for good measure. If like half of these attacks weren't near undodgeable for a melee character, this would be less annoying. But I really shouldn't need to frame perfect every single attack to not get killed instantly. In a row. But you know, what a fucking fun fight. Like, there's genuinely nothing to do in fights like this. I kind of predicted this too when we were going into the DLC, that it's like, I'm definitely going to be finding fights where I'm just spending more time looking at the fucking boss than actually fighting them. That would have probably been the stance break, but fun detected. incoming attack decides to miss, even though it's basically unmissable with it literally right in my face, and then I die for it. It really says a lot that I would rather, like, play Dark Souls 2 than this. Yep. Why wouldn't that just randomly miss? I suspect it's going to die to this. Yep. So no reduced health. I do think that's also stupid that you have to do the scripted critical hit to get the reduced health, and a regular critical hit doesn't count. Dodge with it and still get hit. Yep. Dodge and then get hit anyway. Tales all this time with this fucking game. Like, seeing this game come from a developer like FromSoft with like multiple bangers in the same genre is a disgrace. It's very similar to Path of Exile 2 launching in the way it did. It's like you have all this knowledge and experience about what works and what's fun, and then they're like, well, we're gonna do none of it. Because the vision. Like, fuck's sake. Yep. Yep. Because of that damage number popping up, I don't actually know if I killed it with the scripted critical hit. So let's see. Of course I didn't. Why would I? Why wouldn't it have a single point of health? Attacks. That was all this time. That time I tried jumping to get the hit. Man, I really wish the only idea of where I was safe with these fucking attacks wasn't also the same color as the ground I'm fighting on. Whatever. Dashes away and then dashes again. It's the same fucking shit on repeat. It's so fucking obnoxious. But, like, legitimately, if I could use Torrent, then it would be an easier. It would be probably a completed fight, like probably 100 deaths ago. Like, I can't imagine even the final boss is going to have me die 150 fucking times like this boss has. One detected. Phase 1 of 3. Might as well top myself off. Dodge the first hit, get hit by the second, because it's just fucking automatic, I guess. Because the invincibility frames are just non-existent for me. And it's like if I don't dodge that second swing, I get hit by both the arm and then the thorns that pop up. So even if I would have survived, I would have just gotten killed by the second part of the hit anyway. Like, there are a lot of bad fights in Souls games, but this is probably the worst I've ever fucking seen. Well, perfect phase 1, but that means phase 2 is gonna be worse. Like, if the boss was a little smaller, it would probably be a lot more manageable to actually see everything it does. Okay. I thought I was safe there. Like, it genuinely didn't hit me that time, but it pushed me into the attack. It's so fucking cringe, man. Like, I don't understand how they designed this, and like, yeah, this will be fucking fun for players. I mean, I have to imagine that they designed this with the opposite of fun in mind. And Elden Ring fans, just basically being Redditors, are like, this is the most fun I've ever had in any game. It's game of the year. I'm like, this might kill it. Yep. No reduced health for me. If I didn't roll a second time, I could have gotten the hit in. I panicked thinking I was gonna get hit by its emergence. I don't really have a choice there. Isn't it fun when the boss does fucking 50 attacks in a row that all I can do is dodge? There's so much fun to be had in this fight. Again, its most abusable attack, it'll use 6 times in a row in the first phase at random, and then it will just never use it again in the phases that actually matter. Admittedly, I am considering going back to the desk poker. With how unreliable hitting this thing in the face has been, I feel like maybe just applying frost. Oh, did you realize what attack that was? Might as well talk myself out. I rolled too early. Like, it's crazy how inconsistent that attack specifically is. Like, we dodged it. Like, we saw the projectile go past me, and then I get hit by some phantom object. But Halloween came early, I guess. My big toe touched it, so we lose a third of our life. The first time it's using this, it's only really abusable attack. I'm really not confident in this not killing it. Yeah, of course it does. Well, phase 3. At least it gave me an opportunity to heal. I deserve that. Probably our best attempt so far, at least. That's not saying much. Ironically, if I did get the reduced health, might have had enough to push it over the edge. I have a feeling I should save the flask for the not beginning of the third phase, but partially into it. Just because I'm gonna probably need the extra mitigation for that multi-explosion part. I'm just assuming as its health gets lower, it can do more of the explosion. Because the first one is only one hit, plus the laser. Wow, what an amazing start. At least it's doing this and giving me a chance to heal. Time that dramatically. At least I still got some hits in. I greeted for the second hit, but honestly, I don't think I would have survived anyway. A part of me was hoping I would have interrupted it by stance breaking it, but oh well. Fun detected. Oh. Misjudged that? I mean, that would have been a perfect phase one, but I misjudged that one attack, which I have to assume stopped me from getting a stance break. Like, what is the point of dodging if I just get blasted by some nonsense anyway? Yep. Okay. Phase 3, we're in okay condition. Best case scenario, I can dodge the explosion at the beginning. And... I was gonna say I could dodge the explosion and then get 3 hits in. To that. Alright. I could have actually survived, but I didn't have the timing in my head right on the explosions. I thought they were going to be the same time between each explosion, but the second and third explosions are pretty much right next to each other. So if I dodge the second one, I just have to keep fucking rolling. That's at least something I can learn about the fight. One detected. I was thinking maybe the opaline, or however you pronounce it, bubble tier would be good for the flask. Yeah, there's no way I was hitting that. I ran too far away. But the problem is it only protects you from one hit. So like it might reduce damage from like the explosion. But then it won't protect me from anything after the fact. Having my attacks go to shit because my dodges go to shit. Because I get dragged along with the fucking boss. And it does this immediately upon me being ready to attack him. And then he does that again. Like, what the fuck is going on with this game? It's genuine horseshit. I even try and like wait a second before doing an attack after rolling to avoid using that dog shit rolling attack. And then it still happens, and then I get killed because I'm then locked in a fucking animation. So maybe if this goes to shit, I'll just go back to the death poker. Because at least then I can apply frost. My damage will go down from my normal attacks, but I mean, for the time I am able to use Ghost Flame Ignition, the damage should be substantial if it's staying in place. And if it keeps pinning itself in the wall like that to just spam its shockwave shit, then maybe that is worth it. love more than getting pushed into shit. Taking small amounts of chip damage while it pushes me into even more damage, just to fuck with me. Like, if this game had realistic hitboxes, I probably wouldn't have died a single time. But it's a dog shit game. Made by a washed up developer. Well, if that one attack didn't whiff, we would probably stance broken. But instead, the game just tells me to go fuck myself. So, we'll try the death poker again. Yeah, I lose about 300 attack power, but the weapon art is actually useful, unlike the weapon art for the troll whatever. I was honestly hoping I wasn't close enough to get hit there. That was on me. I take responsibility for that. Love that. Fun allowed. That tried pushing me along the hitbox. hit anyway. So much fun. Upside, you should be able to at least get time that dramatically. Like, what is this shit? Like, it literally uses these attacks multiple times in a row. Like, shouldn't there be, like, some, like, cooldown, kinda, before it can use that bullshit Nova again, instead of just doing it back to back to fucking back? Am I crazy? Like, am I the one that's insane here to think that? Not a very good start, but whiffed a few attacks that we should have known. Like, if I knew exactly where this thing was going to appear, I could maybe set up Ghost Flame Ignition, but it's not safe to just do. Because I'm assuming it emerging is enough. Yep. I'm assuming it emerging is enough to hurt me, and then I have to deal with it swinging its limbs around. Alright. So I finally got a chance to hit it, and now it's gonna run away, isn't it? Yep, what a fucking shock. I'm worried about this killing it, but it did. What a surprise. Dodged it that time. Also missed a ton of free damage because I decided to hit in the body for some unknown reason. Boss man? Oh, that was misery. We did it after like 180 deaths. I'm just shy by like 5,000. Yeah, deeply embarrassing to have to suffer on a boss like that for so long, but like, well done. Doesn't feel like well done. I feel no satisfaction from killing it. So was there literally any reason to go down here, or is it just to fight that for the remembrance? I'm assuming there was no reason to come down here. Unless there's just randomly a coffin on the edge here I'm supposed to get into. Doesn't appear to be. So, back to Roundtable Hold to see what that remembrance actually gives us. A faith-scaling colossal weapon or a fucking incantation. Like, this entire game is just like, oh, here's a bunch of incantations. It's so fucking horseshit. Like, the game gives you, like, faith scaling after faith scaling thing, and then it has the audacity to be like, okay, well, the enemies are fucking resistant to magic. So it's not even like the game is, like, baiting you with, like, well, you should try a faith build. It's like, you should try a faith build, because nothing is strong against it, apparently. Alright, what is this place? Oh, God. Commander Gaius. Oh, fuck me. You know, I didn't think I would immediately get put into a battle. Like, I really didn't think I would walk through that gateway and immediately have a boss fight on my hands. But yeah, I mean, I don't think the endless aggression that bosses have in this game is good either. Because it's like, there is a difference between a boss being aggressive and a boss not giving you a single opportunity to do anything. Like, okay, roll through it, but we lose 90% of our health anyway. Alright. I have a suspicion this fight is designed to be fought on horseback, because I can roll through the attack and still get hit for my entire life bar. Finally decide to attack, immediately get punished. Now I know he has some lance and some fucking beam, some laser beam, like... Hit the button to dodge, but... no dodging will be had. I would love an opportunity to play or do fucking anything. The impression I'm getting from this fight is I have to roll into the boss every attack. Because, like, I genuinely thought I was safe, and then it lunged forward, and then did the explosion after the fact. So it's just like... it's a deeply unserious game. So insane, man. I guess for the dodge, I have to dodge, like, diagonally, because I'll roll through the boss, and then I'll get hit by its tail and take full damage. This is another boss that kind of gives me the vibe that it was designed to be fought on either horseback or with a ranged character. Oh, so that doesn't matter, dodging diagonally. Like, I genuinely believe if I respect my character and just swapped all of my intelligence to faith and used a faith weapon instead, we wouldn't be having this much trouble. I mean, this boss might just be a pain in the ass because it's very mobile and does an enormous amount of damage. And bosses have no downtime, so it's like, even if I dodge an attack, I have to keep in mind there's still fucking 30 more coming my way. Yeah, too early. That's so insane, man. I'll get a chance to do anything at some point. And it seems like the boar he's riding on is a part of him as a boss, and it's not like the Knights Cavalry that it's not like the Knights Cavalry that I can dismount them, it just seems like it's part of the fight. Now let's see. It's like, I'll look at like suggestions on what to do, and it's like, just use heavy attacks. And it's like, man, I would love to, but I dropped my controller and it fucking broke one of the buttons. Kind of makes that impossible. I was like, when the ideas are just like, we'll use a fucking great club. It's just like, well, that's not possible, so. Cause it was like, use jump attacks and use fucking, what's it called? Charge attacks and jump attacks, and it's like, well, neither of those are particularly great, so. use the jump attack, and I do it and then get killed instantly. I mean, maybe using the Colossal Sword would be the play if I have to rely on stance breaking to actually do any damage to the fucking boss. And considering how mobile the boss is, maybe that is the play. Maybe the play is we just go for like one hit and just fish for stance break. Whatever, man. It does a whole lap around the arena just to throw me off before coming in to fuck with me. I do want to start with the flask though. Because if I'm going to be losing like 80% of my health to some horse shit, that I don't even dodge. I don't even know if it's tilt. I genuinely don't know if I'm like emotionally flustered or not by this. Because it's like all I feel is anger. But that's not so different from how I've been feeling playing this game up until this point. Dodge the stupid dash, and then it immediately does that fucking combo. Yeah, I don't think that should hit me. I have to assume they designed some of these attacks, like that stupid beam that comes out of the lands, and then be like, well, if the player is in melee range, it'll just go over their head. So they're like, well, what if we gave it an enormous explosion on contact? Like, the players will love that. Nice. This is probably just one of those fights that's made to piss you off. It seems like the commander fights, like the guy we fought in Aeonia and the guy we fought in that one castle in the fucking snow area, I feel like they exist just to be annoying. Because it's like it's a no-name character, and it's just like, well, here's this obnoxious fight where anything and everything can kill you. Silly me thinking I had a chance to do anything. Silly me thinking dodging would do anything. Oh, doing it again, Award. I gotta assume that like I got baited with my build when I decided on a weapon to use because this genuinely feels awful. Maybe like the Death Poker is good for like the base game, but for the DLC, this an intelligence build that isn't a spellcaster just seems like fucking CBT. Let's see. For curiosity's sake. really no talismans I can use that help in any meaningful way. So it would be really something if I had to go and like hunt down crafting materials to make another weapon. But like, this genuinely just feels like a shit boss for melee in general. Because of attacks like that charge it does, which it will just seemingly use, even if like you're right in its face, and that like rage freak out attack, where it will do like a complete spin to fucking hit me. First off, death, yeah, true. It kind of makes me want to use Spirit Ash, because it's just... It's not even like it's a fun fight. It's just like, oh, well, dodge to get hit anyway. Like, think you get a hit? No. Oh, silly me thinking I could get a heal off. Now, let's see. I mean, I guess I can just come back later. I know there's that other boss over here that I didn't fight and I found on accident yesterday. So maybe I'll just do that. Save myself the stress. Yeah, we accidentally walked in here and triggered the boss, so I don't know how we're gonna get the cutscene. I genuinely didn't know this boss was here, so... I don't even really know what it does. I needed the death poker. Well, I didn't necessarily need it, but I should have swapped. Granted, with how that thing just flies through the air, I might not get much value out of Ghost Lung Ignition, but... who knows? Yeah, I came here because I thought somewhere over here was a one of the Scadutree fragments, and then I accidentally found the boss. I didn't attempt it off stream, I just quit out, but I assumed that boss. I remember seeing it, but I didn't remember the fight exactly. But I didn't really know what to expect going into it. Door. Yep. Wait, what? Sealed and obscured by shadow. So I'm assuming this is just some place I can't get to yet. Because why wouldn't it be? When I saw the guys praying, I had an inkling that this is the end of the game. But like, I'm trying to look past that and it doesn't even look like it's textured in there, so I don't know what the fuck that means. Erdtree, except dark. I mean, real. Big if true. Or whatever. I could go here and try and navigate all the way through the river, but I don't know if there's actually a point to that. I could go back here and die another 20 times to this fucking guy. I don't know if this is easily accessible to explore over there, so I guess I should check that out. It's very frustrating though. I genuinely feel like everything I'm doing is a mistake in this game. It seems like they all want me to go east. Find an alternative way up. Yeah, I gotta find how to unlock that. Let me guess. Dog. Yep. Like a million messages around this thing, but no inkling on how to actually unlock it. Let me guess. There's nothing down here. Just a pit. Could it be possible that the game expects me to platform up to it and then it unlocks the spirit stream? So I highly doubt I'm supposed to kill the turtle because it just looks like an ordinary turtle. Or dog, I guess. Dog, bird. Okay, well I'll try killing it. See what happens. arcane esoteric knowledge is required for some fucking stupid bullshit that this game throws at me. Cause like they'll put stuff in this game that will prompt you to look for player messages to try and get any idea of what to do, and then it'll just be like Fort, night, and it's just. And I have a suspicion that since it's just a mage tower, I'm gonna get to the top and it's just gonna be a spirit stone or something equally worthless. Or memory stone, whatever they're called. Okay. Guess they could kill it for me. Is it possible that I have to kill that guy on the horse or boar to explore the rest of this place? That was a noise. Because it's like, this is just a wall, so there's no way up from there, unless I'm expected to get up there from the spirit spring, but if that's the case, how do I get up there, and how do I activate the fucking spirit spring? Let's see. No. Thought I was safe. Good thing I was listening. What? So, that killed Torrent, but I didn't take damage, and then I fell off and just died immediately. Died in solidarity, I get. Like, and apparently it's just like, well, here's a hidden wall inside the fucking mage tower that has the thing I need to hit. Like, it's a deeply unserious game. Like, people made fun of, like, the old Souls games, like Demon Souls, that had, like, 1,000 illusory walls. But, like, those at least did something. And this, it's like, well, it's just unclear, but sometimes you have to find it to progress. And it's like, why? Why? Why would anyone want to have to hunt down some fucking shit just to progress in a region? Like, if it's a shortcut, then yeah, whatever, but like, it genuinely feels like sometimes I'm being sent to these places and it's just nothing to actually do there. hit every wall, just in case there's an illusory wall here. I think it's this. Yeah. Alright, surely I don't get fall damage deaths again. Now let's see, what is this? A cannon that I can't use. Requires 28 strength. I mean, I guess... No, I wouldn't be able to use it. I would probably be just shy. A magic scaling cannon. And I'm still no closer to that thing. So I'll check this church, I guess. See if there's anything of value for me to find. This looks like an arena. But I haven't been forced off torrent, so maybe it's safe.
Well, we don't often receive visitors. I am Emir. It is a pleasure to have you. In lands so forsaken as these, seeing that we have convened here on this day, allow me to mark the occasion with a modest offering. The map I gave you, it is said that after sounding the hanging bell there, one's fate will be guided by the stars. I only wish to be of service to help those who fight for their purpose. I'm not mistaken, am I? You are a fighter.
Not much of one.
Is some have given you a I suppose. I know the feeling for power.
Sorcery. Wow.
I, too, we studied the star you long ago. We, too, is that not divine? And yet... Oh, yes, do mind your feet around the church. You wouldn't want to hurt the little boy.
Huh? night secret, which makes me think I have to enter here at night. I mean, this does look like an arena, to be fair. It's big enough to be one. It's got enough shit that I could get stuck on, that's for sure. Visions of Edge.
I've no interest in small talk. My only concerns are the concern, and you are not. Only Count Emir's kindness is a gift. You will sorely. Begone. There is nothing more. Begone. There is nothing more to.
Alright, bitch. Fuck you.
Begone. There is nothing.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk to you, asshole.
Is something there to squeak? Ah, you met Yula. Well, I hope that she behaved at least. The poor girl has overcome grave misfortune. Her tongue can be sharp at the best of times, but don't think that makes her a bad person. It's no surprise her little sister, too, has a heart of gold.
Begone. There is nothing more.
Oh, well, that's that, I guess. So, thing I stopped by. I think it's the Views house follows everything. You guys are awesome. Kind of an awful day, but we beat the Scadutree avatar, at least. So that's something. I'll be back on Tuesday, I guess. Same time. So until then, I hope you guys all have a good one.